Okay, this week I'm actually going to do a review of the good old Superman workout. So, good old athlean-x portal. So, like, you go through there to get like all the programs, the supplements, and stuff like that, and everything. So, I'm pretty much going to spend this week talking about like the good old Superman workout program. So you can basically become like a superhero yourself and everything. So. Now, of course, I would say this one is more like along the comedian lines of like intermediate toward moving towards advanced and everything. As the cat kind of wants to come back and like get in this video too. Yep. So anyway, this one is like a 6 weeks. So like how I would probably, like I said, rate this is probably be in like the intermediary to like advanced. And here we go. Yes. The star of the videos has come back and he wants full attention and he's telling you this, let's go become Superman. Yeah, yes, you want attention. All right, go get the other cat. Yes, there you go. So anyway, back on topic and everything. So now it all depends on like where you're at and everything. So like I would say like if you're brand new to like working out and like fitness and getting your health in order, then like first and foremost, I would say like the best place to start with the athlean-x programs is the AX1 program. And the great thing about that is that it's like with the TNT plugins. Wait, you want some more attention? Yes, sorry, he's back. Yeah, he's back. Ready? See? You're like, yay! So anyway, with like I said, as we keep getting distracted by like the star of the show and everything, the best place to start off is this, like I said, if you're brand spanking new, is to get into the AX1 program. Now, what's great about like this app and everything is that like you do have meal plans plugged in so that you can sit there and have like a guideline of like, okay, so this is like what you can eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and your snacks and stuff like that. So you pretty much have like your training and your nutrition already figured out and everything. So like again, first off, like do like the AX1 program. Now, the great thing about it is that that one is repeatable because it has like a TNT plugins. So, like for instance, how the TNT plugins work is they tend to focus on like maybe a lagging body part. So like what you can do is like, okay, maybe like I need to work on like my shoulders or my chest or back or legs or something. You can repeat AX1, and what it does is that it adds like an extra workout every week focused on that specific muscle group. So like AX1 program is like a 5 day a week program. So the TNT plugins add that extra 6th day of lifting and everything. So lift, lift, yes, rah, rah, rah. Yeah, we're talking about lifting and everything. Nah. Yes, yeah. You just want so much attention. So that's the TNT plugins. They add that 6th day so you can, in essence, repeat the AX1 program and focus on like a lagging body part. So like maybe like you want to focus on back, do the TNT plugin for the back and repeat the AX1 program. Or if like you can also like okay, I feel like I'm ready to move on and everything, you can ramp right into the AX2 program. And so then like I would say that would be like using that as like a perfect example of like getting some experience. You do those two, and then like maybe like so both of those are 3 month like long programs, so you now have 6 months. So like with this one, like what you could quite possibly do is get into this like right after that as well. But like of course it all depends on what you want to do, because there's other like programs like that I have reviews on here. So like there's like Monster Maker, there's Old School Iron, there's like uh, All American Muscle. There's some of the NXT programs, and so like it all depends on how you want to do this and everything. So I'm going to use the example like of like the AX1, AX2 program. You got 6 months under your belt. Like you then go into like, okay, so maybe I want to like get some more experience on like these different programs. So now I start getting to like okay, I want to do max size and max shred. I do those two programs, I get some experience and everything. Like, oh, okay, so like now I got some experience with different types of workouts after like a course like of over the course of like a year. Okay, so now I got some like a good amount of experience with the the athlean-x programs, and like I feel confident. And like you come into this program, it's a 6-week program, and so the way this is broken up is like just like the AX1 and AX2 programs. It's 5 days a week and everything. So you have like 2 pure lifting days, and then 3 days of the week you do what was known as Metcon workouts, and that's short for metabolic conditioning. So now the way the lifting workouts work. So work is that like what you do is you either like you kind of flip upper and lower and how the order the exercises. So like for instance, like you have lower strength and upper super upper. So like for instance, like one like use an example like one of the, like the this last week what I did like with the workouts is like the lower strength and super upper. Like the lower strength you do like a barbell squats and then like a barbell RDLs, Romanian deadlifts, for like your lower strength. And also like the normally like it's like a 5-set like in a sense protocol, like sort of like what the Swede Burns uses with his 5th set methodology. But I'm assuming that's where like Jeff got the like the 5-set format from or whatever. But I'd actually have to like personally like ask him or like someone like hey like where'd you get this from and everything. So like, of course you could always check it out yourself and everything. So but like the last like week is like you do like 3 sets of like a 1, and then like it said like 6 reps, like 6 and AMRAP. So like you basically are using like uh, 3 sets. It's like best just to show like a setup like that. You can kind of like zoom in or whatever. So perform barbell squats for 3 sets of 6 reps using 8 rep max. Then perform a 4th set for as many reps as possible with the same weight. And it's like the same deal with like the barbell RDL. So like 3x6 with a 4 set like of as many reps as possible for both of those. And then you get into what is your like super uppers. So like what you're doing is like in a sense supersets, like 2 exercises back to back and everything. So like the first one you're doing is like a dumbbell bench press and a dumbbell pullover. And so with these you do 3 different like super uppers. So it's 3 supersets. But what you're doing is you're doing no rest per like set or whatever. So you're taking like the 2 exercises and doing like a ladder, descending ladder. So like for instance, the dumbbell bench press and the dumbbell pullover, you do 10 reps of each. So 10 reps of the dumbbell bench press, you go to the 10 reps of dumbbell pullover, you switch back to 9 reps of the dumbbell bench press, 9 reps of the pullovers, then you do 8 and 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5 and 5, and you do 2 sets of that, and like then of course you use your 12 rep max for that. Then like you move into like your second super set. So like you do dumbbell hammer curls and tricep rollback press. So again, you same deal like the hammer curls and then triceps. You do 10 reps of each, and then you do 9 reps of each, 8, 7, 6, and 5, and then you do 2 sets of that. And then like your third and final one would be like a modified dumbbell Bradford press and dumbbell high pulls. And that one is for your shoulders. So you're getting like you start off with your chest and your back, and then you move into your arms, and then you move into your shoulders. And this third one is same kind of concept. Like you take your 12 rep max, you do 10 reps for both, and then you descend in ladder 9, 8, 7, 6, and 5 with no rest in that circuit and everything. So now like with that's the first like lifting session, so like lower strength and super upper. And then like what you do is for your second lifting day, you switch that, so you do upper strength and then like a super lower. So it's like the same kind of concept, but what you're just doing is like you're switching the exercises, like and then take the second day and focus like 2 exercises for like your upper body, like maybe like I'll use bench press and like rows for like the exercises. You'll do like the same kind of concept, like you'll do 3x6 using your 8 rep max for 3 sets of 6 reps. Then you do a fourth set of as many reps as possible for like I said, for like bench press, and then for rows. And then like you're doing the same thing like with your super sets, but with your lower exercises. For instance, like you do like goblet squats, and then maybe like dumbbell RDLs, like uh, 12 rep max for descending a descending ladder. You do 10 reps of each, and then like with no rest, going down to 9 reps, 8, 7, 6, and 5. You take like a 2 to 5 minute rest after that first circuit. You do it again, and so you're doing like in essence like 3 sets of like a supersets with that method, that descending ladder methodology. So you do kind of like that, and then that's your 2 lifting days per week and everything. So then your metcon, or metabolic conditioning days, what you're doing is like you're timing yourself. You have like 10 rounds of like 2 exercises. Like for instance, like you do like a metcon of 7 pull-ups and then 14 push-ups. So there's 1 round. So then like the second round, and of course you're doing this no rest. So like you're basically doing 10 rounds of 7 pull-ups, and then you get down 14 push-ups, then back and forth for 10 rounds. So in essence, what you're doing total is like 70 pull-ups and like 140 push-ups, the back and forth. And you time, like in a sense, like what you want to do is time yourself. So hey, look, I just did all 10 rounds of like 7 pull-ups and 14 like push-ups in like 4 minutes and 30 seconds. And then like, okay, now I got a time to beat for like the next week and everything. So like next time when you come around to that Pacific Metcon or whatever, oh hey, look, I did this in 4.5 minutes last time. Let me sit there and try and beat it. And so that way you work your ass off to maybe get down to like the second time around you do it. Say you get down to 4 minutes and 25 seconds. Oh hey, look, your metabolic conditioning is starting to improve because like you're doing the same amount of work in 5 seconds less and everything. So that's a perfect way to get like conditioning in, and plus you're building strength to that, because pretty much like muscle endurance and stuff with that, to kind of like be able to increase your workload. So that's how your week is, in a sense, spread like broken out with the 5 workouts. Now the way it's broken up is you do 2 workouts, and then you get like a rest day, and then you get 3 workouts and a rest day. So like for instance, like doing like what I do, a Sunday through Friday split or whatever. Sunday I would do like the first lifting day, like the lower strength upper super. Monday I would do the first metcon workout. Tuesday would be like an off day. Wednesday I would go in and do like the lower strength and like a super lower lifting session, and then Thursday and Friday I would do like the next 2 metcons and everything. So now like the way it also is like they do have like a little tab there where it kind of reminds you like, hey, yeah, look, do some like ab work and everything. So the workouts that Jeff has in the portal is known as like the 6-pack shuffle. So that one is a great add-on, especially with the metcons. Is you go in and you do like a 5, 6, maybe 7 minute like ab workout at the end to kind of get like a little extra work and everything. So that's like has a link right in there that you can just like ramp right into it and everything to do like a little extra work at the end of these quick workouts and stuff. So that's the breakdown of like the Superman program. And now this is a shorter one, and being only a month and a half or 6 weeks, but like it would definitely be like worth like getting into if you want to like in a sense start to increase your workload, because haven't done those metcons and everything, it's like those are fucking brutal. So that's why I kind of, like I said at the beginning of this video, it's kind of more, I would say, towards the intermediate type of zone and everything. Of course, you could probably scale it if like you're a beginner and kind of maybe cut the metcons in half of the reps and everything. So now I would say round up. So like for instance, like 7, maybe like you divide it in half, round up or whatever. Or like you could just, if you're you could quite possibly maybe see like if you can do if you're just starting out, like do one pull up and do push-ups, and then try back and forth or whatever, how many you can do. Get a baseline, see how many pull-ups you can do, see how many like uh, push-ups you can do. So maybe you can do one pull-up and then maybe you can do 10 push-ups and everything. So do that, like do like one pull-up and then 10 push-ups type of deal, or I would say maybe 1 and 5, and then do 2 rounds of that and everything. So that way, that could be like a good starting point. Like if you're a beginner and trying to scale it back and stuff, if you want to do this kind of like right off the bat or whatever. So this is kind of like my like long-winded rant on like how the Superman program is and how it works out and everything. So if you haven't gotten to the athlean-x programs yet, like I would say definitely do so, because I've seen personally a lot of success with them. So like hopefully you can get into them and get the same type of success as well.